Hey everybody, I'm just waiting on hold real quick, so thanks for being here for another episode of Right on the Money.
Hello?
Oh, you know what? Give me a second.
Thank you for holding. How may I help you?
Yes, hello, insurance company. I just have a quick question for you. Who in the is Alvero? Hello? Maybe that did come off a little bit strong, but that's how I might have asked it. A true story about Alvero now. A colleague recently had to contact their car insurer to report an issue with a family vehicle. And as they were chatting, they got to the part where they discussed who's on the policy. There was a name there that was supposed to be there, and then there was Alvero, who wasn't supposed to be on there because they say they don't live with Alvero and they don't even know Alvero because Alvero was the previous tenant at their address. But years after he moved out, they just realized he was on their car insurance policy. Yes, they asked the same question I asked. Well, almost the same question. How did that happen? They say that they were told by the insurance company that a letter had been sent to their address in August of 2022 to verify whether Alvero still lived there, and that since they didn't respond by October of 2022, the system assumed Alvero did still live there and added him to their policy. So that was late 2022, and this person just discovered this in July of this year. That's a lot of months to pay for a stranger's insurance. Now that they've talked to the insurance company about it, though, they say that Alvero has been removed from their current policy and they got a credit. But what about all those previous policy periods where they were paying for Alvero the stranger? Sorry about that. Allstate tells me that generally, because coverage has already been provided during the policy period, changes or refunds are not allowed after the period ends unless required by law. Allstate wouldn't tell me much else about this, saying they do not share specific customer information. I get that, but I had so many questions for them that went unanswered. Now, importantly, they did add, we send updated policy documents and insurance cards to our customers at each policy renewal period and ask them to review for accuracy and ensure their coverage is aligned with their needs. So yeah, why didn't this policyholder look at that and discover Alvero much sooner? They explained that they use a digital insurance card, and they say Alvero didn't appear on there. I asked Allstate if all insured names are usually listed on the digital card just as they are on the paper cards, and no answer on that. So let's take Allstate's advice though. Look over all your insurance documents at every renewal and respond to letters if your insurer sends you one. This was an expensive lesson. I've had a few of those myself. So how about you? Any financial lessons that you've learned the hard way that maybe you'd like to enlighten the rest of us about? If so, message me please at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, or Gmail, because I want to share some of these in a special mini series called How Did I Get So Wrong on the Money? I'm going to keep working on that title though.